I used to get in trouble, because I'm left-handed, and I would do this, and I got so many beatings from. I'm left-handed.
Yeah, you don't do it with your left hand.
With the left. I mean, it was so. Even as I'm getting ready to do, I'm like, okay, make sure you go with the right.
You can't do that in Nigeria. I remember one time,
left hand.
I was literally back in Nigeria after being away for like a couple of months, and I was at the airport trying to sort out my luggage, and then customs held me. And then they're like, oh, show us what you have and blah, blah, blah. So I was using my left hand and I was like, this is it. And they're like, why are you using your left hand? They were so upset. I'm like, yo, I've been away for a little bit of time. I completely forgot. It's a real thing. And until now, like even here, I actually give people things with my right hand, no matter what, because I just don't want any issues.
I didn't know that the left hand thing was, because Nigerians won't tell you. They have to check you as you do the wrong thing.
Yeah, right.
My aunt, I was like 9 or something. She goes, okay, I'll give you money. And I said, okay. He's like, your left hand. He said, what's wrong with my left hand? I didn't know. I said, can I get a pamphlet on how to be Nigerian? Damn, is there a pamphlet? Is there a rule book to be a Nigerian? You got to learn. You have to learn on the spot. Then you learn.
But it's not all culture. Sorry, it's not all cultures though. Like it's just specific ones.
Yeah.
I think it's really big in Yoruba culture, but I don't think it's as prominent in Igbo culture.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. So same thing for Igbos as well.
No, I'm saying I'm asking.
Oh
yeah, because my auntie was like, "Well, left hand."
Yeah,
I was like, "Dang, okay." To take money,
yeah, like in Lagos, for example, it's a big thing. You got to use your right hand. The second you use your left, they just
social cues are huge in Nigeria. Social cues, Mike. I remember my father was sitting, watch TV, and I went across. He goes, "You don't cross my legs."
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, that's another one.
I was like, "Cross your legs." I was like, "I need a pamphlet." I didn't know.
It's apparently bad luck.
Don't cross your legs.
Yeah, like it could literally stunt your growth or stunt your progress.
Okay.
Don't cross my legs.
You talking about crossing your legs like this?
No. If I'm crossing across, if I do this, let's say there's more space here and I'm going across, like, excuse me.
You can't do that.
I should do that way. I should go that way. He goes, why are you crossing my legs? I go, I'm just going. I didn't know.
Wow.
There was no cross my legs.
Yeah.
I knew the one. I wonder if you've experienced this one. Like if somebody had their hand in the door, you could not walk underneath because it was like, it will stunt your growth. When you said that, it took me back.
That's another one.
Yeah, so my mom would make me walk in reverse. Like if you want to come back and you had to come back and walk, I'm like, what is that?
That means
I don't know,
it didn't stunt yours.
It didn't stunt mine.
And then there's the hand one as well, where you can't, if someone's older than you can't literally give them something. You have to like literally, present it kind of like this.
Yeah.
You know?
About
There's so
asking
many.
the age. I didn't know my cousin, Educate, one of my favorite cousins, right? And I was like, Educate, how old are you? And my father said, you asking his age for what? You don't ask someone, even if it's your cousin, you don't ask older people their age. But women, you definitely don't ask. Yeah. But an older relative, you just don't ask. I go, all right, can I get a pamphlet?
Yeah.
I didn't know, because I'm just asking him like, how old are you? Because he was young.
Yeah.
I'm like 10. Hey, you don't.
Yeah, you're not supposed to ask. I remember moving from London to Lagos was such a huge culture shock for me, just being there, because the differences are just so many, and you just start to feel like you're losing yourself in the process because you're trying to please everyone.
It's a lot. Yeah.
So I want to go to the roots of your name. What is your full name? We always love to give our full names here. Your full Nigerian name.
Oh.
We got to put it out there.
Nothing's longer than his.
You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. You're good.
It's actually really simple. It's just Beverly, Ifunanya, Bassi. That's it.
Ifunanya?
Yeah, Bassi. That's it. Yeah.
So, and then you went with Naya though. That's kind of becoming. Why is that?
Ifunanya is my middle name, and I just figured. I remember when I moved to Nigeria, because I have like a relatively English-sounding surname. I remember having. Like seeking mentorship when I just moved to Nigeria, and I was having a sit down with Auntie Joke Silva, who's like a huge prolific actor in Nigeria.
Yes, yeah.
And then she was telling me, just basically advising me, and she was like, you should probably look into having a name that just sounds a bit more indigenous. What's your middle name? And I told her it was Ifunanya, and she was like, okay, that's a really nice name. Maybe look into that. And I was like, Beverly Ifunanya, I don't think that would really, I'm not sure that's really my identity. So I was like, okay, I was watching a movie. And in the movie, the character's name was Ifunanya, but they abbreviated it to Naya. And I was like, oh, I like that. It could be Beverly Naya. That could work. So I started practicing that name. And I was like, okay, this is it. I like this name. And that's how that came about.
And that's how it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's always cool to hear kind of the origin of how a person chooses whether, for you, I don't know if they say stage name, you know what I mean? But that's how the world has gotten to know you. You moved to America when you were around 6 years old. So you were born in the UK, moved to the States. When did you go to Nigeria? What was that move
so I was
like?
born in London.
Okay.
And pretty much lived there my whole life, but I was traveling a lot, with my family as a kid. But then I was born and raised in London, left London when I was right after graduating. My whole life is like all over the place, but left London right after graduating, moved to Lagos and lived in Lagos for over a decade. And then I was like, you know what? I want to see what's happening in America. And the rest is history. It's been 3 years.
Wow. So what has been when you start looking at some of the cultural differences, because you've experienced that, I've only lived really in the United States. I've been to so many different countries, but never really lived. I mean, I would love to know what that would feel like to live in Nigeria and to live in London. Yeah. And now you're here in the States. You've got a good sample size. What's that cultural change and difference? What has that done for you?
Ooh, it can be really chaotic sometimes because, you're always adjusting to different cultures. My accent just feels all over the place sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I've got the Nigerian influence and of course my core accent is British. And then I have this thing where I'm always adjusting to different accents, as a joke and sometimes for real. Yeah. So my accent is all over the place. But I would say as far as cultures go and how it's influenced me, it's just, it almost feels like you've got to be conscious of how people live their lives in different regions. Do you know what I mean? In order for you to just adjust seamlessly. And I feel like, that has been challenging, but I mean, it's also quite fun just learning new cultures. Yeah. And I feel like even the comparisons between Atlanta and New York, it's like I'm learning all over again because they are so different. You know what I mean? That Southern hospitality that I got in Atlanta, it's slightly different in New York, but I love it because New York reminds me of London and we're not that friendly right off the bat. You know what I mean? As Londoners.
We accept you. And it's honesty.
Exactly.
Why is that? Why is that? I want to know because I think you bring up a really good point. When you travel to the UK, it's it can be a little abrupt, especially coming from Los Angeles and everybody's just so cool. Yeah, but here and then there is that similarity. What is that?
I believe it's because New York and London is dense.
Tight quarters.
You're walking around. You're around contact with people, so you're very honest. It's okay. You can brush by somebody. It's not a big deal. My bad. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's just because you're on the ground. You're taking the tubes. You're in the tubes. You're in the subway.
Yeah.
In LA, it's like I'm in the car.
No.
Let me tell you something. LA people
there's people over there. Roll up your window.
I love LA, but it can be bougie. I can't lie.
Easy. What do you mean easy?
You're a native.
Don't be influenced by him.
You know what? When I was considering, where to move between obviously New York and LA, I considered LA, but then because I've always loved LA, and for the when you consider the nature of what I do, you would think I'd instantly gravitate towards LA. Right. But there's just something about it. I honestly feel like I would have been miserable over there. I love LA.
I already know.
No. Don't please.
But what's crazy about that is that's how I used to feel about New York before I moved here. I never thought I'd ever live in New York. That's the truth. Because I've always felt like New York is a lot. You know what I mean? So I've always said, 5 days max in New York and then I got to be out. That's what I've always said. But I had one trip to LA because I go there all the time. But there was a specific trip where I went there and I don't know what happened, but there was a massive shift mentally. And I was like, there's no way I can live here.
There's no better time than now to drop the New Jersey right here at the World Cup. 154 jersey, go get it.
Bringing Africa around the whole globe. Ain't no place like home. Ain't no place like